Exercise 9A, question number 6. A total of 3,600 athletes participated in the Singapore 2010 Youth Olympic Games. There were 1,200 media representatives who reported on the games, 20,000 volunteers who helped out during the games, and 3,70,000 spectators who attended the games. Find the ratio of the number of athletes to the number of volunteers, and the number of media representatives to the number of athletes to the number of spectators. Now in this question we will simply find the ratio of the media representatives or the ratio of athletes or the volunteers. So let's find the first ratio, which is the ratio of the number of athletes to the number of volunteers. Simply this can be calculated as 3,600 ratio 20,000, because we know that the number of athletes in this Olympic Games is 3,600 ratio the number of volunteers we have given 20,000. After writing this ratio, now let's simplify this ratio to its simplest form. Now we know that both quantities of the ratios are divisible by 100. So let's divide them by 100. First quantity 3,600 divided by 100 ratio the second quantity 20,000 divided by 100. Now we can cancel these number of zeros of 100 and 3,600, same as we can cancel these number of zeros for the second quantity. Now the remaining quantities are 36 ratio 200. Further, let's divide these two quantities by 4, because these two quantities are divisible by 4. Both 36 and 200 are the multiples of 4. So let's divide these two quantities by 4. So here we have the first quantity 36 divided by 4 and the second quantity 200 divided by 4. Now 4 times 9 36 and 4 times 5 20, 0 will be written as it is. Now this is the ratio of athletes to the volunteers. Now you see the ratio of volunteers is greater 41 times than the ratio of athletes. Now let's find this ratio of second part, which is the number of media representatives to the number of athletes and the number of spectators. First of all, we will write their numbers. We have given the number of media representatives 1,200, same as we know that the athletes participated in this game 3,600 and the spectators were 3,70,000. 1,200 media representatives, 3,600 athletes, and 3,70,000 is the number of spectators. Now once again we know that these three quantities are divisible by 100, so let's divide them by 100. These three quantities will be divided by the same number 100. Now if we divide 1,200 by 100, we have the quotient 12. Same as let's divide this 3,600 by 100, the quotient will be 36. And if we divide this third quantity 3,70,000 by 100, then we will have the quotient 3,700. Now again these three quantities 12, 36, 3,700 are divisible by 2. So let's divide them by 2. Now it's easy to calculate them. 2 times 6 we have 12, same as 2 times 18 we have 36, and 2 times 1,850 we have 3,700. Or simply if you divide this 3,700 by 2, you will have the quotient 1,850. Once again these three quantities are divisible by 2, so let's divide them by 2 further. Then 6, which is the first quantity, divided by 2, 18 second quantity divided by 2, and then 1,850 divided by 2. 2 times 3 6, and same as 2 times 9 18, And if you divide this 1850 by 2, the quotient will be 925, which is the simplest form of the ratio given in the question. Or we can say that this is the ratio of media representatives to the athletes and to the spectators present in the games. Next question, question number 7 from this exercise 9a. A certain amount of money is shared between Rui Feng and Vishal in the ratio of 5:9. If Rui Feng gets $44 less than Vishal, find the total amount of money that is shared between the two boys. Now in this question we have given only ratio 5:9. We don't know what was the total amount which is distributed between or which is shared between these two boys. And we know that Rui Feng gets $44 less than Vishal. Now these are the information given in this question. So using these information we will find the total amount which is shared between these two boys. Now first of all, we know that the ratio which is given is 5:9. You see we have two quantities and two boys, which means this first quantity 5 is the ratio of the first boy Rui Feng, and the second quantity 9 is the ratio of the second boy Vishal. Now we don't know what was the total amount, so we will start from let Rui Feng gets amount 5x. Now here we will use the variable x to find the amount, total amount which was shared between the two boys. Now we will take 5x. Here 5 represents the first quantity of the ratio, which is the amount of, or which is the ratio of the first boy Rui Feng. Therefore we will start from let Rui Feng gets amount 5x, same as the ratio of the second boy Vishal is 9. So we will take Vishal gets amount 9x. Let Vishal gets amount 9x. 5 represents the first quantity of the ratio and 9 represents the second quantity of the ratio, which is the ratio of Vishal. Now using these two information according to the given condition, what is the condition in this question? The condition is Rui Feng gets $44 less than Vishal. So we can write this information, or we can use this condition as 9x minus 5x equals to 44. Now let me explain this equation. We have an equation 9x minus 5x equals to 44. You see 9x is the positive term and minus 5x is the negative term. And we know that positive terms are always greater than the negative terms. Here 9x is greater than 5x, which means the amount gets Vishal is greater than the amount gets Rui Feng. And the same condition is given in the question. And what is the difference of amount between these two boys? That is $44. So we will write 9x minus 5x equals to 44. We will take this 9x as the positive term. The reason is Vishal gets $44 more than Rui Feng gets the amount. So therefore 9x will be taken positive and 5x will be taken as negative term. And the difference of amount between these two boys is 44. So the equation will become, after writing these two information, 9x minus 5x equals to 44. Which means that Vishal gets $44 more than Rui Feng. Or we can say that Rui Feng gets $44 less than Vishal. So this is the main point of this question. After this we have simple calculation. Let us subtract this 5x from 9x. Now the difference is 4x. If we subtract 5x from 9x, we will have the difference 4x equals to 44. Actually we want to find the value of this variable x. So let's take this 4 to the right side of the equation. Here you see 4 is multiplying by x. On the right side this term 4 will be divided by 44. Now 4 times 1 4, 4 times 11 44. X equals to 11. After calculating the value of this variable x, we can easily find the amount get Ruifang and the amount get Vishal. Now what was the amount get Ruifang? That is 5x. Since we have calculated the value of x, so we will replace this x by 11. Now 5x means 5 multiplied by x. Let's replace the value of x by 11 because we have calculated the value of x, and that is 11. Now 5 times 11, $55, which means Ruifang gets $55. Same as, let's find the amount Vishal gets, that is 9x. Now let's replace the value of x by 11, then 9 multiplied by 11, 99. You see, there is a difference of 44 between $99 and $55, which means that Ruifang gets $44 less than Vishal, or we can say that Vishal gets $44 more than Ruifang. So now we can easily find the total amount which was shared between these two boys, and that is $55, the amount of Ruifang, plus $99, the amount of Vishal, and their sum is $154. So the total amount was $154. Out of $154, $55 and $99 were shared between the two boys. Next question, question number 8 from this exercise 9a. Amira, Hyuxian and Priya make a total of 1,530 toys in the ratio 12:16:17. Find the number of toys Hyuxian makes, and then find the amount of money Priya earns if she is paid $1.65 for each toy. So first of all, we know that we have given three names, Amira, Hyuxian and Priya, and their ratios 12:16:17, and we have given the total number of toys, which is 1,530. So first of all, we will find the total number of toys Hyuxian makes, and then we will find the amount of Priya earns if she is paid $1.65 for each toy. So let's start the solution of this question from the given data. We know that the given ratio is 12:16:17. Now 12 is the ratio of Amira, 16 is the ratio of second name Hyuxian, and 17 is the ratio of third name Priya. So first of all, let's find the number of toys Hyuxian makes. This can be calculated by a simple formula, and that is total number of toys, which is 1,530, divided by the sum of the ratios, which is first ratio plus second ratio plus third ratio, multiplied by the ratio of Hyuxian. Total number of toys divided by sum of ratios multiplied by ratio of Hyuxian, which is 16. Let's take the sum of 12, 16 and 17. Their sum is 45. Now both numerator 1530 and denominator 45 are divisible by 5. Let's divide them by 5. If we divide this 1530 by 5, the quotient will be 306. And if we divide this 45 by 5, the quotient will be 9, multiplied by 16 as it is. Again, 306 is the multiple of 9, which means if we divide this 306 by the denominator 9, the quotient will be 34, multiplied by 16. Let's take the product of these two numbers, and their product is 554, which is the total number of toys Hyuxian makes. Second part, let's find the amount of money Priya earns if she is paid $1.65 for each toy. First of all, we will find the total number of toys Priya makes. Same formula will be applied here, that is total number of toys 1530 divided by sum of ratios 12 plus 16 plus 17 multiplied by ratio of Priya, which is 17. So again, let's take the sum of 12, 16 and 17, which is 45. And then again both numerator and denominator are divisible by 5. So their quotients will be 306 divided by 9 multiplied by 17. Further, if we divide this 306 by the denominator 9, the quotient will be 34 times 17. If we take the product of these two numbers, their product will be 578, which is the total number of toys Priya makes. Now we have given the price of each toy. So if we multiply this total number of toys by $1.65, that will be the total earning of Priya. So let's multiply these two numbers. Amount of Priya earns, that is total number of toys 578 multiplied by price of each toy, which is $1.65, and their product is $953.7, which is the amount of money Priya earns, $953.70. That's it for today. Thank you so much.